Hello and welcome to another one of our Tunnels and Trolls videos. This is Mark W.
And this is Rob Bob.
Rob Bob next to me, and we have acquired TNT Adventures Japan.
And I'm playing this time.
Right, my buddy Rob Bob here is going to be the one playing the adventure, and we have made a character. What's his name?
Fatty the Leprechaun.
His name is Fatty the Leprechaun. He's not very fat though, he is only 18 pounds.
Maybe I named him that first, so I don't. Maybe I expected him to be fatter. He's a level 2 wizard. He's a male. He is 46. He weighs 1 foot and 11 inches.
That's his height, not his weight.
Or that's how tall he is. And he's 13 pounds.
18 pounds.
18. I wasn't reading
We
it.
rolled up the attributes.
I wasn't reading it.
Low strength, but that's normal for a leprechaun. We actually rolled, Rob Bob here rolled triples on the luck. So first he rolled a 9, and then he rolled a 6.
So I rolled all 3s, and then I don't know what I rolled after that.
You rolled something like a 4 and 2 1s, or...
Yeah, and I think I don't know.
Anyway, that triples add and roll over. So that had a potential to be a very high roll, but it wound up being a 15. And then with the luck modifier for leprechauns, it became 23.
Which is still pretty good.
Still pretty good. Good personal ads, plus 20. That's good for a new character. We started with 90 gold. So we bought 2 ice picks as weapons, which are the small daggers. The main restriction was strength, because you have to add up the strength requirements if you're going to use 2 weapons. And Fatty has a strength of 3.
So the strongest Fatty in the world.
Rather restricted in what we can do. Light leather suit of armor, that gives us protection of 3, and it requires 3 strength. For talents, we took stealth and pickpockets. For equipment, we just got a rag loincloth for 1 copper and sandals for 4 gold.
I think the copper is really annoying to have it cost 1, because now I have 99 of it and it weighs like 90.
Okay, it's not a problem.
I know, just annoying.
In the spell section, we wrote down the leprechaun innate ability to wink wing. That costs 5 as a leprechaun, and it has an effect of 50 feet. Basically, you can teleport 50 feet away as a leprechaun.
At least 50 feet.
And rather than write every level 1 spell, I just put all level 1s. And we'll look them up as needed.
Yeah, because then this thing will be like half filled.
Right, there's only so much room. We'll just write out individual spells as we learn them. Like level 2 spells and such. Languages, we started with Varsi because that's the leprechaun language. It's a low elvish language. We also took Common, Kazni, and Grarg, which is flesh trolls, as opposed to rock trolls.
And just pick something random.
You just picked something random, folks. So the solo adventure inside TNT Adventures is right smack in the middle of the book. It is called The Secret Order of the Eye. Adventure designed by Akira-Jan Sugimoto. Edited and enhanced by Ken St. Andre. Translation by Michiko Kasai. Illustrations by Kiyoshi Arai, Chris, and Steve Crompton. Who's Chris? Okay, he doesn't want to have his last name on it.
Probably his brother or something.
Steve Crompton's brother?
Wait, hold on, what was his last name?
Just says Chris.
Maybe Chris Crompton? I don't know.
Maybe.
That's what I was thinking.
Here's the introduction from Ken St. Andre. The Fellowship of the Troll is very pleased to be able to bring our American TNT players a Japanese solo adventure. None of us speak or read Japanese, so we relied upon an English translation of this adventure supplied to us by Akira, John, and Michiko. Akira John is one person, okay. Even so, as I read through it, I found many places, don't shake the table, where Americans simply would not say things in that way, places that were vague and confusing. In those places, I have endeavored to change the language into something more colloquial, something that will make sense to an American reader. The adventure that you are about to play comes entirely from the imagination of my friend Akira John, but some of the details come from me. One innovation that John has made that I like very much is the NPC list of characters. These characters will behave differently toward your player character depending upon whether you have befriended them or not. You can also kill them, and it may be a good idea to do so, because if they're dead, they won't be there to fight you at your disadvantage later in the story. But we're too nice to just kill people.
I wouldn't say that.
You wouldn't say that? All right, you're the one playing.
Oh, I don't know, but...
Aside from these minor changes, I have done my best to leave the adventure the same as John wrote it. Good luck in dealing with the Secret Order of the Eye. Instructions for play. This solo adventure is available for any level or type of character, but humanoids such as humans, elves, and dwarves are recommended. You might be able to play as a skeleton man or an uruk, but monsters such as trolls, ogres, dragons, etc. simply will not work in this adventure. Any character class is also permitted. Casting magic is limited to those spells that do not require special interpretation. For example, if you wish to cast a Take That You Fiend spell or a Vorpal Blade spell in combat, feel free to do so. A wizard or rogue could cast a Knock Knock spell to open a locked door instead of making a saving roll to try to unlock it. However, the player could not cast a Slush Yuck spell to turn a stone floor to quicksand beneath charging foes, or a wall spell to stop those foes from attacking. Or, as I just explained to Rob Bob before we started recording, he cannot use his Wink Wing to teleport behind an attacking monster and stab him in the back, unless the text actually says he can do something like that.
Or if it was a GM adventure, but it is not a GM adventure.
It's not a GM adventure. We will play one day, though.
Okay.
The general rule is you may use any magic that does not impede or ruin the flow of play, and you must pay the appropriate cost in whiz points to do so. Assume that you recover 1 point of whiz per paragraph afterwards. Keep track of your paragraphs. Many paragraphs will refer you back to the paragraph you were just on, so it's best to write down each paragraph you are on so you'll be able to get back there easier. About treasure. If you are instructed to get treasure, first note the paragraph number you are in, then turn to paragraph 16.1 and randomize to see what treasure you found. Then return to the previous paragraph and continue play. NPC list of personalities. You will encounter several cult members during this adventure, and their reactions to you may vary at different times. This is a list of characters that you may meet, and you will be instructed to place various marks beside their name when you meet them. Various marks? Okay.
It's like a line or something, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. You can speak up a little when you talk. I don't know if the people can hear you very much.
Yeah, I guess so.
If you are sent back to the NPC list at any time to check for marks, come back here, check, and then return to the paragraph that sent you here. Okay, so this is the list of the NPCs, non-player characters. And we're going to make marks next to them as we play to indicate our relationship with them. Maybe if they're mad at us, or if they're friends with us, etc.
I guess so.
Introduction.
Ooh.
In the mountains north of Kiltar, a new religious organization called the Hakugan, the Order of the White Eyes, has been increasing in power little by little for several years. The order has set up its headquarters in an old abandoned monastery that they have renovated.
What's a monastery?
A monastery is a building that monks live in, like people of a religious order. So they set up their headquarters in an old abandoned monastery that they have renovated. When the governor in charge of Kiltar sent tax collectors to establish authority over the order, the collectors were driven away by the members. Rumor has it that these same cultists have also been preying upon caravans and traders that pass through the area, and that they oppose the rule of Leprechaun, death goddess of Kazan. This cannot be tolerated.
Wait, hold on. I think that was in the Arena of Kazan one.
Leprechaun?
I'm pretty sure.
Yep, you're very right. You're definitely right.
Yeah.
This cannot be tolerated. The city of Kiltar has outlawed the order and placed a bounty of 500 gold coins for proof of the death of their leader, Sylvia Whiteeyes, who happens to be one of the NPCs in... Oh, look at that. There's two different ones, Sylvia and Whiteeyes. That might be a mistake. Because here it says it's just one person named Sylvia Whiteeyes. Anyway, she's a dark elf woman, said to be a sorceress. For reasons of your own, you have decided to try and collect this reward. Probably because you are a leprechaun. And as we just read in the Deluxe TNT manual, leprechauns love gold, and that is often their reason enough for adventure.
I can only carry 300 gold, though, so...
That's true.
Unless I get more strength.
As you get adventure points, you can add to your strength.
Yes, and I will.
Your first task will be to infiltrate the order and get inside the monastery. When you're ready to play, go to 1-1. Are you ready to play?
I'm ready to play.
Here is a picture.
Okay, so I guess it's the monastery.
Yeah. After several days of travel through the rugged mountains north of Kiltar, you finally reach the headquarters of the White Ice cult. A narrow path that winds its way through the mountains brings you to the monastery. In the guard room near the entrance, a bored spearman looks up into the sky. This appears to be the only way into the fortress-like building. If you wish to confidently walk into the entrance, go to 1-2. If you'd like to try to sneak in, hoping not to be noticed, go to 1-3.
This was perfect. I have the stealth skill.
Stealth?
Yeah, I knew it.
Okay, so 1-3?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, you're going to sneak into the fortress-like building. The guard is more... Sorry?
Saving room, I think.
You are correct, sir. The guard is more than half asleep. Getting by him is going to require you to be very quiet and fairly quick. Make a level 1 saving roll on dexterity, 20 minus dex. Now, because of your talent, you get a +3. I would say it applies here. Stealth, it makes sense to apply here. But the thing is, your dexterity is already 18, so you already automatically make it unless you make the roll of a 3, yes.
Okay, so. Which I did not. I saw the 2.
You got a 5. Very good. By the way, I got these new lovely green and copper dice from ChessX. I've been collecting some of these sets. I have.
And this is got missing. What is it called?
Yeah, one of the dice is missing a pip on the 6th face, unfortunately, but that's not the biggest deal, I guess.
I still tell it to 6. If it was like on 5 or something, you would think it was a 4.
So we're using these new dice for this time around. Anyway, we succeeded in our saving roll. What did you roll? 5?
Oh yeah, I rolled 5.
Okay, let's take 5 adventure points.
Yeah, it's closer to getting 4 strength.
Yeah. If you succeeded, go to 1-6. You sneak into the headquarters without being noticed. Go to 1-8. You go straight down the hallway and find the common room where many occultists are hanging out. However, there are not many people staying inside the room when you arrive. Oh, it's a room where many occultists hang out. In general, they hang out. But they're not there now. If you speak to someone, go to 1-9. If you enter the room in a natural manner, feigning calm, go to 2-1.
Just natural manner?
Okay, you're going to just act casual, be like, hey, what's up, guys? Or maybe you don't say anything, but... Common room. A follower in white clothing is cleaning the room. Check the NPC list. If Luna on NPC's list has a mark #, go to 2-3. If Luna on the NPC list has a mark plus, go to 2-9. Otherwise, go to 2-2. So we go to 2-2.
Okay.
The follower is a young human woman. She has finished cleaning the closet and now sweeps the floor. She looks at you hopefully. It looks like she wants to say something, but is uncertain about speaking to you first. If you decide to speak to her, go to 2-5. If you brush past her and open the closet, go to 2-9. If you simply leave the room, go to 2-10.
I'll open the closet and see if there's anything in it.
Okay. That's what I always do when I walk into a strange building. I just
open closets.
Ignore people and open their closets.
What else would you do?
You find a set of followers' clothing for apprentices. Huh, look at that. If you put it on, you could easily pass as a follower. If you have not gained this set, you may take it. Okay, I guess it's saying that if you haven't been here before.
Yeah.
The follower who is cleaning the room is indifferent to you. Alright, so you want to get this follower's clothing?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, let's write it down.
I can disguise even more.
What is it? White Eyes? Is that the name of the cult? White Eyes?
That's it.
Yeah, that sounds right. White Eyes. So we'll write White Eyes clothing.
Weigh anything? Does then probably never hold it, but it probably was like 1 or something. Does it say that anywhere?
It doesn't say. I usually make up weights for things like this.
Maybe
They don't say.
Just say like just one. It's probably made out of cloth.
Probably a little more than that, but whatever. We'll just go with one.
It's made out of cloth or something, probably.
Sorry, where were we?
We're on 2-2.
2-9.
2-9.
To find out more about the follower here, go to 2-2. To leave this room, go to 2-10.
Oh. 2-10, I guess.
Okay. If you have been doing any service, doing some task for the cult, it is time to go back to it. No? To continue your adventure, go to 15-2. Wait, so I'm not understanding. Then it says if you head for the dining room, go to 3-1. If you head for the priest room, go to 7-1. If you head for the laboratory, go to 9-1. If you have been...
Megan. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, I don't understand what it means. Because okay, we're ignoring the 15-3 case because you have not been doing a service. Should we take a peek at what 15-2 is and see if it makes sense?
Okay, yeah, I guess so.
Alright, I guess this is okay.
I think, yeah.
Aren't we just in the common room though?
Yeah, we just had to leave the room, I thought.
Sorry, this is difficult, folks. Maybe I don't know. Let's see, you were from 210, you were... Continue your adventure, go to 15-2, or you can head for the dining room, go to the priest room, go to the laboratory. I don't know, I'll just go to 15-2, I guess, if you're okay with that.
Okay.
Okay, you arrive at the common room and see some followers going in and out. It seems like a good idea to talk to someone and try to learn about the cult. Who will you try to talk to? If you choose a dark-skinned dwarf, go to 15-4. If you choose a hob girl with the apron, go to 15-9. If you don't talk but just choose to do some task for the cult, go to 15-12. If Luna has the pound sign mark, go to 15-3.
I guess 15-4.
Okay, you're going to talk to the dark-skinned dwarf. The dwarven blacksmith stares at you without a word. He dresses in the poor clothing scorched by sparks. If Bronzehead in the NPC list has a pound sign, go to 15-5, otherwise go to 15-6.
Okay, so 15-6.
The dwarf keeps silent, but does not seem hostile. Make a level 1 saving roll versus charisma. 20 minus charisma. Okay, let's check our charisma.
Attack us, that means? Does it mean, what's charisma again?
Charisma is your charm, yes. How good you are at influencing people and playing nice with them, as well as intimidating them if you try to scare them off.
So
you're talking to him, and this is to determine the outcome.
What do we have to roll though?
You need a 10.
Okay.
So that's a little difficult. Why do you roll?
No, I didn't get it.
8, sorry. But you do get 8 adventure points.
He attacks you, you've been found. Everybody comes and kills you at the end. You're dead. Or not.
Well, hopefully it's not that bad.
I probably wouldn't be able to.
If you fail it, go to 15-8. Because Bronzehead is a dwarf of few words and little facial expression, you cannot feel certain that he understands your words. Go to 15-12.
Been there again. Thanks.
Okay, apparently the time for service has come. In this service, followers divvy up tasks. Roll 1d6. However, if you are wearing the follower's clothing for a group leader, add 3 to the result. Add 6 if you are wearing the follower's clothing for cadre. You're wearing... What are we wearing? Followers? I don't think it's for a group leader.
No, I think it just said followers clothing.
Yeah, this adventure is not clear on a few things.
Well, it's translated, so.
That could be it. Well, I guess let's just roll one die and not add. I don't know.
Okay.
Why don't you roll on the book so it's not mixed up?
One die?
Yeah.
What do I have to roll?
I don't know what you have to roll.
Okay.
5?
Yeah.
If the result is 5, go to 5-1.
That makes sense, I think. Now we're back on this page.
Training Center. You find a small ground with a fence and a little armory. Does Marcos on the NPC list have any mark? Nope. We go to 5-4. A sulky, strong-muscled warrior is training here. He is fully armed with weapons and armor. If you are carrying any meat with you, you may tell him that you brought him some snacks. Oh, we should have bought food, actually. Yeah. That would probably make him friendly to you. If you say you brought snacks, go to 5-5. But this is a chance to weaken the cult by slaying one of its members. He looks pretty tough, but perhaps you are tougher. If you attack him, go to 5-6. If you neither feed nor fight, go to 5-7.
I don't know what he has, though. I have 4 dice, right? And my adds are 20.
Yeah, that's pretty good for a new character. We don't know how tough he is, except that he's strong looking, and he's a warrior, training with weapons and armor.
Well, the best I could get would be 44. So. The best roll I could get would be 44.
That sounds right.
So I guess I won't attack him yet.
Okay, but you don't have snacks either, so.
I'll just attack.
Can I attack him?
Yeah.
Okay. You have made a foolish choice. I told you that he's fully armed, didn't I?
I guess so.
Marcos has an MR30. That's not so bad. But since he is wearing a complete set of leather armor, he has 6 protection points. 12 points in total because he's a warrior. Also, add 4 points to the result of his damage roll. Why?
Was that his adds, I guess?
No, his adds are 15.
Oh, I have no idea.
If you win the battle, add the mark plus to Marcos on the NPC list. All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Marcos. MR30. So he gets, you said we add extra 4, right?
Yeah.
So he gets 4 dice plus 19.
I don't know why he gets them.
Yeah, that's funny. You get 4 dice plus 20. But he has 12 points of armor.
So, wait, how much points of armor do I have?
You have 3.
That's 1/4 of what he has, so.
I don't know how you're going to get through to him unless you roll spite damage often. You do have the spell Take That, You Fiend, which you could cast.
Guess.
That would do your IQ in damage to him.
Which is 15.
And I think with the deluxe rules you can cast and then fight in the same turn. But I'm going to have to pause and look it up if we choose to go that route.
Okay. Guess.
So you wanted to take that, you fiend?
But yeah, I guess we could just pause and see.
Okay, so we're going to pause and look up how that works. I'm not sure if you just count the take that, you fiend, or if you would count that plus the combat roll. I could have sworn I read that you can do both at the same turn, but I want to just confirm that I am correct in that. Okay, so we're going to take that, you fiend, this guy.
Yes, we're going to.
And let's look it up in the rules. Be back in a moment. Okay, we're back, and I believe we have the answers to our questions. Our questions were basically how Take That, You Fiend works. Is Rob Bob able to, or I should say, is Fatty the Wizard able to cast Take That, You Fiend and roll for regular melee combat in the same round? And the other question that I had was whether or not the opponent's armor figures into the Take That, You Fiend, or if it's does it soak up any Take That, You Fiend damage, or is it does the Take That, You Fiend bypass it entirely? So I'm going to read to you what I found in the rules. Those 2 questions have both been answered. So under most conditions, the spellcaster can cast only 1 spell during a combat round, and that comprises all their possible actions for that round. However, there are a handful of spells that can be cast so quickly that they affect the melee element of a fight in the same combat round in which they are cast. Most importantly, the weapon and armor enchantments follow this rule. A wizard can cast a whammy on his companion's weapon, and that fighter gets the benefit in the same combat round the spell was cast. Likewise, a spell-smart rogue could Vorpal her own dagger and attack with it in the same round. However, no magic user can shoot off 2 spells in a single combat round unless he or she is under the effects of something like a Little Feat spell, which speeds up action. Not all instant cast spells follow this rule. In fact, most will not. Although Take That You Fiend is listed as an instant cast, presumably it takes longer to fire it up. No other action, magical or melee, is possible for the caster in that same round. Reading each spell's description, visualizing it in your imagination should suggest whether a melee altering effect begins in the same round or the next one. So, in short, we can only do Take That You Fiend. We cannot roll our regular damage on top of Take That You Fiend.
No.
And the other question about armor was very directly answered on this page here, page 87. It says armor cannot stop spells that cause direct damage, like a Take That You Fiend. You may have to adjust the way damage is parceled out if magic is in the mix. So with our questions answered, we're now going to continue, and we decided we're going to cast a level 2 Take That You Fiend, which will cost us twice as much, but it'll dish out 15 times 2 damage.
How much wizardry does Take That You Fiend cost?
It costs 6 per level, so it's going to knock you down to 3, unfortunately.
But
you'll regain it at a rate of 1 per paragraph. Okay, so shall we proceed with that?
Yeah, I guess so. So kill monsters.
Okay, so we're taking 12 off your whiz.
That turns 3. And I do 30 to him, which is a guaranteed kill because it goes right through the armor. But the question is...
Fatty, you rolled a 30, and Marcos... Yeah, it's going to bypass his armor and do 32 as MR.
Should I roll for him?
I'll roll for him. It's on the bad guy.
Roll with the bad guy dice.
I'll roll with the bad guy dice. But really, you walked into his home and attacked him, so maybe you're the bad guy.
Well, I think it was illegal what they were doing.
Yeah, they're doing illegal things. And they're disrespecting the death goddess. Alright, so 4 dice plus 19. Let's see what we get.
Ooh.
So it's a total of...
Could have been better.
10, 13, plus 19 is 32.
Where does 0 damage to me because of my armor?
That is correct. Your armor soaks up 3. And you Take That You Fiend went directly to his MR, exactly defeating him.
Yeah.
So, aside from being out 12 Wiz, you're in good shape from that fight.
Yeah.
And now you see how powerful it can be to be a wizard sometimes.
So you just cast to Take That You Fiend, and hit that.
Okay, so where were we? If you win the battle, add the mark plus to Marcos on the NPC list. Then go to 5-3. Alright, let's put a die in this place right here. Just as a bookmark.
You can put the pencil.
That's fine, whatever. Okay, fine, we got a pencil.
Because that way it just closes.
So Marcos has a plus, which I guess means he's dead. Write lightly. That way we can erase and use it in future games.
So the plus means he's dead, right?
I would think so. Go to 5-3. There are all kinds of full armor. You may pick any suit of armor that you have the strength to wear if you like, which you don't have. Oh, by the way, did we get, it did not specify how much adventure points we get, how many adventure points we get, so I guess we get the MR value, which is 30.
Yes, that means I can get more strength.
You can get more strength. Would you like to spend some right now? That's a stupid looking 4. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's good enough.
Would you like to spend 30 and add 1 to your strength?
Yeah, sure.
I shouldn't have written this 4 at all then, right?
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Okay, you are now a strong man with you're now a strong man with 4 strength.
It's that sneeze I was telling you about before we started recording.
Weight possible goes up to 400. And now you can carry that copper that you were worried about a little better.
Not really worried about it, but...
Okay.
Oh, I might as well just drop my leather.
I
might as well just drop my leather.
Why do you want to drop your leather?
Because I'm picking up an armor.
Well, the thing is, this might be the best armor you can wear still.
Oh, yeah, it depends.
Well, you can pick up one in case you want to wear it later.
Yeah, why not?
And then I'm going to check off equipped. In my character sheet, I made an equipped checkbox, so that way you can keep track of which one you're actually using. Alright, so we're going to take a look at Deluxe TNT rulebook.
I can pick whatever I want, sir.
Any suit of armor.
So
we got to look at the suit of armor list.
So I can't pick, like, just a helmet or something?
Correct. Alright, good thing I know my way around the rulebook by now. It doesn't take me too long to find these things.
Well, so if you were like me, I'll just be looking like page by page.
Full suits. So you can get anything from this list that you can carry. You can carry about 200 worth, given your current weight carried. Or you can always chuck the copper like you were suggesting earlier.
Yeah, just throw it.
But you also want to consider strength that you expect to have in the near future. Like maybe you want the studded leather or cloth because it has strength 6. That's something you could conceivably get.
Probably.
Or you could get the hardened leather that requires 7 strength.
Only I can get like the scale or something.
How much did that weigh? Weighs 620. That's way too much.
Wait, 600?
You gotta stop knocking my arm.
Okay. Oh wow, that's ridiculous. Actually, it's not ridiculous.
Oh, what are you thinking?
Let's just go with studded leather. I can't.
Studded leather?
Can't use it yet, but.
Okay, so let's write down the attributes. I'm putting down the phone for a moment. Sorry.
I can hold it.
Oh, I got it.
Oh,
okay, you can hold it. Fine. Aim at the armor section here. Yeah. Studded leather suit. Don't worry about it. Studded leather suit hits 5, strength 6, dex 0, cost 130, weight units 130. So we're going to add 130 to your weight carried, which brings you to 328. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Rob Bob. Now we go to 5-7. If you have been doing any task for the cult, it's time to go back to it. Go to 15-13.
We are not.
Yeah, I thought it said we had to do something, and then it just kind of put us in the armory, and we ran into this Marcos guy. I didn't really.
And then we killed him.
And we killed him.
Wait, hold on. We should be keeping track of the paragraphs.
You don't really have to write them all down, as long as you can find your way back to the previous one.
I think I'm on 4 now. There's a paragraph that said.
Oh, you're talking about
with wizardry.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so we we beat Marcos here. You went to here, which was 1. Now we're back at 5, 7, 2. So you have 5 wizardry again. Good. Good job remembering that.
So I could just walk from one room to the other, and then it'll all be back.
Possibly. I'm losing my voice here.
I was playing something like Buffalo Castle. Didn't have to roll for wild monsters or whatever it's called.
Okay, so wandering monsters.
Wandering monsters.
I guess we're not doing a task because we're not really told that we're doing a task. So do you want to go to the dining room?
I think it said that you could go in that room and then ask Marcos for a task or something. I don't know.
I don't remember it actually saying.
I don't know. Maybe it did. I don't know. Anyway.
So here we are. You can go to the dining room, go to 3-1. If you go to the stable, go to 4-1. If you go to the quarry, go to 6-1. If you go to the forge, go to 8-1.
Quarry, I guess. So, whatever that was.
Okay, another paragraph. Let's add to your wizardry. Now you're capable of casting a level 1 Take That You Fiend again, just in case you might want to do that.
Yeah.
6-1, the quarry. In the quarry, evil kindred are working. Does Folga have a mark on the NPC list?
No.
6-7, another paragraph.
They're evil? I thought everybody there was evil.
Folga, the overseer of the quarry, is standing there. He is an ogre, and he is not happy to see you. He looks pretty tough, but this is another opportunity to weaken the cult by slaying one of its key members.
I don't know.
If you try to defeat him and take some ore, go to 6-8. If you decide that this is not a good time to pick a fight, you can leave here.
Yeah, I don't want to fight because I don't have too much wizardry.
Alright, so 6-9, and we gain another wizardry.
Could just walk back in, walk back out, and walk back in. And then I will get wizardry back.
Yeah, you've learned how to game the system, okay. If you have been doing any task for the cult, it's time to go back to it.
No, I have not.
If you go to the dining room, go to 3-1.
3-1.
Okay, we're going to the dining room. Maybe there's some food there. You can bring a snack to the guy that you just killed.
Oh, no.
Okay, we're gaining more wizardry. We're at 9 now. 9. 3-1. Several followers are having dinner in the dining room. You peek into the kitchen casually. Check NPC's list and see if Petra has the mark. Nope.
Nope.
3-4. That's another wizardry. You're at 10.
It goes by pretty fast.
The cook is a female hob and tells you not to enter the kitchen because she is now preparing for the meal. If you came here to do some. Just said it twice. If you came here to do some task for the cult, she tells you to clean the dining room. Perhaps you would rather not obey a menial cook, but just see an opportunity to eliminate another cult member by slaying her. Or perhaps you want to maintain your cover. If you fight against the cook, go to 3-5. If you obediently go out, go to 3-7.
I'll just go on.
Okay, 3-7.
Because there's probably too many witnesses.
That's a good point. If you've been doing any service, it is time to go back to it. Hold on, if you go out...
Wait, does it say anything about doing the...
You just agreed you were going to clean the dining room, right?
Yay!
Alright, so I guess we go to the 15-3 paragraph.
Wait, so it was either killing her or doing the dishes or whatever.
Killing her or doing the dishes is your choice. It's mine, gosh.
Okay, so 15-3, I think. It's not totally clear yet. I'm a little bit confused, but I think we're doing the right thing here. Okay, you gain another wizardry because we're at a new paragraph, and that's a good number you're at. You're at 12, which allows you to take
level 2, take that, you fiend.
Yeah, to cast another, take that, you fiend at level 2 if you need to. It is dark. It is dark now. The followers gather in the common room, which is filled with excitement. From somewhere hidden, haunting music in a minor key begins to play. All of the followers begin to chant nonsense syllables that mean nothing to you, but you feel an urge to learn the words and chant along. A double door opens and a woman appears on a mikoshi, a portable shrine carried by 4 strong men. She is scantily dressed, but she has an extraordinary presence. Her Highness Sylvia, our guru, the voices calling her name fill the room. As Guru stands on the portable shrine, the room falls utterly silent. Sylvia, Guru of White Eyes, will give you today's blessing. After making the followers kneel, Sylvia comes down from the portable shrine. Then she holds the head of a follower by both hands and looks up with some chanting. At that instant, with a roaring sound, white lightning pierces through the follower's head. After several followers experience the same ritual, your turn comes. This may be your chance to slay the cult leader and complete your mission. If you offer your head to her, go to 15-4. If you attack her, go to 15-22.
Probably pretty strong.
Was she just killing her cult leaders by zapping them with lightning? Or was that some sort of good thing? That's the question. Was it? She wouldn't be killing off all her followers, would she?
I don't think so.
We don't know that actually, because it is a cult, and cults do things like that sometimes. So, it's up to you. Offer your head or attack?
Attack, I guess, is... I don't know if they mean I'm going to die or something.
If you attack, you can expect her to be tougher than Marcos, I would say.
Yeah, probably.
There's a good chance you're going to lose, but... I mean, it's up to you, really.
Does that mean I'm just going to die or something?
If you do which?
If I
don't know the answer to that. I could cheat and look ahead, but I'm not going to.
Oh, fine. I'll attack them.
Alright, attacking it is. You fight against Sylvia. Write down this paragraph number and check Sylvia's attribute stats at 17-4. Then start fighting against her. You must fight to the death. I don't have a good feeling about this.
Yeah.
If you win, go to 15-23. If you lose, close the book. Alright, so we're at 15-22. We'll write that down.
But I feel like I was going to die from that. So.
From the lightning?
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't know if
fair enough. 17-4. She's going to be tough, I think. Sylvia Wide-Eye, Strength 16, Luck 19, Con 20, Dex 22, Intelligence 23, Wizardry 30, Charisma 13, Speed 11. Personal adds 21, which is only one better than you.
Not as good as I thought it would be. But I feel like other people will be helping.
Alright, here's the deal though. She's a wizard, 3rd level wizard with Intelligence 23. And
what?
She has a magic wand, which is 2d6 plus 2, but she casts Take That, You Fiend. 1st level, Take That, You Fiend. It only costs her 1 point.
What?
She will cast Take That, You Fiend each turn during the battle, only using her weapon once her wiz has been completely expended. The fight is not likely to last that long. Yeah, you're dead.
Okay.
Because you have Constitution 9, so 1 Take That, You Fiend will kill you.
Okay.
Maybe you'll kill her with you, though. What's her con? 20? You're probably good.
I could do it. Take That, You Fiend, and we could kill each other. At level 2 to Take That, You Fiend, I have the right amount of...
Yeah, if it makes you feel any better, you're still dead, though.
I'll just do it. Why not?
Is there anything you can do? It doesn't give you any opportunity to make a saving roll or something. Yeah,
well,
I guess
they don't expect you to be as weak as I was with Constitution. How much damage does it Take That, You Fiend do?
Does her intelligence or IQ in damage? She has 23.
Oh, yeah, then I'm dead. But, yeah, I could kill her on this.
Alright, looks like you're dead. You both kill each other. So maybe you did your duty, but you didn't get the reward because you're dead.
I guess so.
Alright, so we lose.
She did, I'm dead.
However, if you wanted to see what would happen if we took the other path,
yeah.
we'll rewind. So we're admitting that we lost, and this character is done, but we're just going to play for the fun of it. And for the entertainment of our viewers, I guess. So where were we? Offer your head to her, right? That's what you're doing.
Oh, it's to do.
Hmm?
Where is it?
Where's what?
Where's the lightning thing?
Where's the lightning thing?
Yeah, where it says you. The lightning.
It's over here. If you offer your head to her, go to 15-14.
Okay.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I just want to see what it is.
As Sylvia's slender fingertip touches the side of your head, A strong jolt runs through you from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. Make a level 2 saving roll on Constitution, 25 minus Con. If you succeed, go to 15-15. If you fail, go to 15-16. All right, this is not going to be easy.
We're not actually going to save one.
You need 16. Go for it.
Now
you got an 8.
So I'm dead, I guess. Probably. I don't know. It doesn't say that, but
you got some adventure points. If you fail, go to 15-16. Roll 1d6 and take that much damage to your intelligence. Huh. Okay, that's not what I was expecting, but that's going to make your take that you fiends weaker.
Hold on, how much is it?
1 die.
Okay, then I subtract the IQ.
Yes.
So, sorry.
So you got 10. I don't know if this is permanent or not. I'm just going to write it in the currents box.
So they damage your brain.
She gave you brain damage, yep. If your intelligence is more than 0, go to 15-18. Your mind does not work properly. That lightning is dangerous, you think. It gives damage that would deprive people of their ability to think for themselves. But you are still okay. Strangely, your constitution has increased by 3 points.
That's actually a good thing.
Okay. This is the way she subdues her cult members, I think. She makes them dumb.
So that way they don't leave or something?
The ritual prayer begins. The guru says nothing. She just stares at the ceiling with the white of her eyes. You do not understand at all what she is thinking. The priest, Varin, takes charge of the ritual and starts the meeting. If you do not have the followers' clothing of a group leaders, and if there are 2 marks of pound or more on the NPC list, go to 15-20. We don't have any pounds, right? We just have the 1+.
Yeah, we just...
If you do not have the followers' clothing of the cadres, and if there are 5 of... Okay, you don't have that. Otherwise, go to 15-20. Your day in the cult ends and another morning begins. Oh, we're back to 15 Liz, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
By now.
Well, I guess that I would actually survive if I did that.
Your day in the cult ends and another morning comes. A new day begins. If you continue secret activity, go to 15-12. What does that mean?
Like, I guess
if you sneak out of the common room, go to 15-26. Okay, do you want to continue a secret activity? Or sneak out of the common room?
I don't know what that means. By secret activity. Sometimes it doesn't explain.
That means the time for service comes again. That's that paragraph.
I guess. So.
Okay, let's do that then. So, roll 1 die.
Roll what?
Let's see where you go.
1.
1. Go to 2-1. Common room. A follower in white clothing is cleaning the room. This is where we started.
Yes.
Check the NPC list. No, Luna does not have a mark. Otherwise, go to 2-2. Okay, we're back to the young human woman. Has finished cleaning the closet, now sweeps the floor. She looks at you hopefully. Would you like to speak to her, brush past her and open the closet, or simply leave the room?
I think he kind of figured something out. Maybe it says that she's like doing chores and she looks at you hopefully, so maybe she wants you to do that or something.
She wants you to talk to her.
Yeah, okay. So, we can talk to her.
Okay.
That's not ridiculous.
The pale woman with big eyes is Luna. Make a level 1 saving roll on Charisma. Note that if you are a male, you always succeed on the saving roll, but roll the dice anyway to see how many adventure points you get. Okay.
Okay, so I succeeded. 10.
And roll over.
Yeah. So 10. So 14. That would be 53?
43.
Oh, 43. It's spring break today when we're recording this, and it's the day before Easter.
That's true. As you speak to Luna, her face instantly lights up with joy. I really love Guru Sylvia White Eyes, she says, and hugs a doll whose eyes are rolled back, showing the white of the eye. Then Luna begins to babble about the charisma of the Guru endlessly. As you listen to her voice, your thinking power gradually weakens. Take a point of damage to intelligence. Add a mark # to Luna on the NPCs list and go to 210. So she made you dumber.
By talking to her.
I think when your IQ goes to 0, you become a mindless cult member.
Oh.
I think that's the idea.
Okay.
You're also too dumb to cast your spells anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah.
# to Luna on the NPC list. # to Luna. Luna's right here. Trying to write lightly because I don't want to make too many marks in the book.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. If you're doing this with pen, then you can't play this anymore.
Don't use pen, no.
Well, you can, but...
I still don't understand the service stuff. If you've been doing any service, doing some tasks for the cult, it's time to go back to it. Go to 1513. To continue your adventure, go to 15:2. If you head for the dining room, go to 3:1. If you head for the priest room, go to 7:1. If you head for the laboratory, go to 9:1. Do you want to pick one of those rooms or go to the continue your adventure paragraph again? I don't understand.
I don't know. I guess this is...
Let's pick a room, I guess.
I guess the laboratory.
Laboratory, 9:1. This room is full of various stuffs. It seems like an alchemist's room. Does Hemson on the NPC list have the mark plus?
No.
It's all about these marks. Otherwise, go to 9:2. The alchemist Hemson notices you and waves you to enter the room. You came at the right time. I do not know who you are, but I have just completed a wonderful new medicine. With a wide smile and a friendly tone, he guides you to the restraining chair. Oh, that sounds great.
What's restraining mean?
So that means it has straps to hold you in, or chains, or something like that.
Oh.
Come have a seat. I want to try it on you. Is this his lab? There's a picture of it.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Looks
a lot
messy.
of stuff in there.
But I must strap you in for your safety. Are you ready? If you follow him, go to 9:3. If you refuse to follow him, go to 9:4.
Kind of just curious to see what happens.
Okay.
Probably lowers your
He straps you to the chair in order to assure your safety. He pulls out a strange device, a glass tube with a sharp point on one end and some green fluid inside. After he injects that liquid into a vein in your arm, your whole body begins trembling.
I knew this would happen.
Roll 1d6 and subtract the number from your intelligence permanently.
Well, I read it ahead a little bit, so I knew that would happen. Well, I expected it.
You experience various hallucinations. If this is your first experience of the new medicine, gain 200 adventure points. Hemson seems satisfied. Go to 9:13.
200?
Alright, so subtract 1 die from your intelligence permanently. You need to roll separate from the
6.
other dice. That's why I separate them.
Okay, I rolled a 6.
Okay, so you're down to 9 here as your max, I guess, and 3 here. This is not a good place for wizards. Jeez, you're pretty dumb now. But you got 200 adventure points.
Yeah, so that's something.
So you got that going for you. So you have 243.
I'm raising my IQ.
So would you like? You could raise your IQ.
Turn it back to 11.
Would you like to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I'd still have 53 left. I think if I did the math right.
It'll cost you 90 plus. That's for the first one. Plus 100 is 190.
So I have 50.
If we're doing this IQ thing right, I don't know if you're permanently down to 3 or what. I think you probably are actually. But this is the first time it said remove it from your intelligence permanently.
Probably.
Normally you don't have a current IQ though, so I think you really have 3.
Yeah.
You already did anyway. We might as well just play around, do it, not worry about it. I think you have 3. But now it's easier to climb back up if you want to do that.
It's harder though because.
Well, yeah, it's easier to get a few points. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. I'll just go up as much as I can.
Okay, so now we have to figure that out.
You know, it doesn't really matter that much.
All right. Oh, I'm getting low on power on my phone. All right. Just gonna leave it or what?
I guess it's okay this is okay. It was a good video.
Oh, you wanna end the video?
I guess it's okay. Sure.
All right. So we're gonna end the video here. We actually died, so
Yeah.
we were poking around a little bit, just reading. You know, taking another path after backtracking, but really we died, and we're gonna end it here. So that was a good attempt by Friday the Leprechaun Wizard, but he's unfortunately dead. He got killed by this lady here, White Eyes. Alright, that was fun though.
Yes.
I'm a little confused by how all these paragraphs say if you're in the middle of doing some task. And the one that says, well, I guess it's not that bad. There was just one paragraph that's confusing really. I can't find it at the moment. Alright, whatever. We're done here. So, hope you enjoyed the video. And until next time, this is Mark W. signing out.
Bye.
Okay, bye.